y'all. You already know what it is. Yours truly, back with another exclusive ROC Solid podcast. Told you, like I said before, when you see people up here, that mean they my dog, they solid, and they spitters. You know I got somebody special in the building, one of the young Harlem new guys coming up, putting in that pain. Before I even say his name, I want to give y'all a little story, because when I first heard him, I called my man from State Property, Neef. Yo, it's a nigga in New York, got your name. He like, Bleek, you lying. I'm like, yo, bro, you gonna have to do something about that. So I said, let me listen to the nigga music. I called Neef back. I said, yo, Neef, you got a problem, my nigga. Shorty got some shit, yo, I don't know. What we gonna do? So I called my dog Cheech. He like, yo, that's my man. And then I met him, and then that's how he became my dog. So let's welcome my guy Neek Bucks to the building. Harlem General putting in pain. And if you ain't got that pin game ready, don't step in the ring with guys like this, because he'll make you feel small. You already know what it is. Neek, what up, my
Bleek,
guy?
that's the vibes,
How
bro. You know it's love, man.
Love,
yeah.
bro.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
Nah, my guy, you know, come on, man. You know I fucks with you, my nigga.
Yeah,
off
bro.
camera, you know a lot of niggas think
yeah.
this should just be, yo, call the dogs, let's get this. Nah, niggas don't know off camera we got a real relationship. You pull up in the Yams, Harlem, Brooklyn, I don't care where I'm at, you pulling up.
You know I'm coming. Yeah, hell
Word
yeah.
up.
Yeah, shout out to the restaurant in Vegas.
Nah,
you know,
nigga,
bro showed me major love out there, you know what I mean?
I forgot
For
you pulled up
yeah,
the
come
Roma.
on, bro. You know I gotta support the bro,
Word.
man.
Roma Kitchen out there putting in pain. Word.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up, my G. So what's been up, man?
Everything good, man. You know, I feel amazing. You know what I mean, bro? Just gassing, like I told you earlier, man. Same setup, no let up.
That's right. Same setup, no let up, man. I love
Yeah.
that. I might steal that.
Yeah,
so.
nah, for sure.
I don't know if it's copyright or publishing on that, but I'm jacking that one. But yo, like I wanted to ask you before we get into this, how like with the name thing, because when I first heard you, of course, you know, Neef being from State P, being Rockefeller, and I'm like Neek Buck, Neef Buck.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Nah, so you know, like of course I didn't name myself, bro. You know when the Young Guns was coming up, I was a little younger. So yo, you know what's so crazy? I never even knew Neef's name was Neef Buck. I always, from me being like young, I thought it was just Chris and Neef. You know what I mean? That's all I thought. But my real name is Unique. So that's where I get the Neek from. And then one of the big bros gave me the Neek Bucks. He put the Bucks on the end of it. Because, you know, nigga was young getting to it.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right,
for sure.
Right. Nah, that's love. Neef, he fuck with you, and that's my dog. You know, we spoke
sure.
about it, you know what I mean? He know you my dog, and niggas definitely respect what you doing. But let's start back, man. Harlem, you know what I mean? Harlem got a lot of pressure, a lot of pain out there. So what was it like being the young guy coming up with all that legendary shit that took place in Harlem, trying to make your mark?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm from the East Side. You know, I ain't grow up. I ain't one of them. I ain't one of them stories that had the cousin that had shit going on, or the big brother that had. Like I had to really, you know, make a name for myself. So you know, this guy that I am today, you know, it came from just observing, you know, learning, you know, understanding what's right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? I come from a legendary drug block. You know what I mean? Purple City Obsession crew. You know what I mean? That's like my background. And you know, bro, I just came outside. I knew I wanted to be who I am now. You know what I mean? And that's just solid individual, and you know, jump into this music shit and make my mark, bro.
That's
real
right.
Shit.
You doing it, my G. You been putting in pain, my G. So before the rap shit became serious for you, you know what I mean? What were you focused on, like back then as a shorty, like? Cause you know we all ain't just started as a rapper. Like, you know, some niggas had hoop dreams, some niggas wanted to be artists, some niggas was graffiti artists, some niggas break dancers into dancing and shit like that. What was the vibe like before you even stepped foot with the pen?
Nah, I was definitely one of them little niggas that had a hoop dream, you know what I mean? That's just what we used to do. Back in the days, just play ball all day, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I understood I was small. I understood early though, like, you know, that shit wasn't going nowhere, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
I started fucking with the rap shit, you know, like I grew up watching niggas like you know what I mean, and G
don't make
and
me
shit
feel
like that.
old, my G. Come on, man.
Hell no, but that, like, even this right here, me sitting with you, right, this like a dream come true on some real shit. You know what I mean, nigga? Honored to say that though. You know what I mean? To be sitting here with you, you know, years later and being able to build and, you know, call you one of my guys, man.
That's right. You know that, man. You know you can hit me whenever, my dog.
Man.
I'm there, man.
Hell yeah.
Let's ask a question. You remember the first time people in the neighborhood, like your hood, your projects, your block, started really like, yo, you a real artist. Like, you could take this shit serious. Yeah,
it was probably like 2014. I had some shit called Summertime in Harlem. I did that joint, then I put Vado on the remix, and then it was up.
Shout out Vado, man.
You start like you know them like them bitches from the hood that wasn't noticing you. They start, you know what I mean. Once that shit start happening, you know what I mean. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm here now. You know what I mean.
That's why I miss Volume 1.
Yeah. Why, you know, I can only imagine, yo.
I was on coming to age, Volume 1. I thought I was hot because the chickens in the hood was on me. I'm like, oh, I made it. That's all I need. So I got clipped, and they had to realize, nah, it's more. And I made it back for Volume 2. So at least you ain't lose your way.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You stay grounded and stay grinding. Because me, I thought, oh, they know me now. I'm good. I don't need nothing else.
It's so, I mean, then you had like a group of people to look at and be like, yeah, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, look, my shit though, Bleek. It was people who came before me, but ain't nobody do this shit on my level though. You know what I mean? Like to where I took it, you know what I mean? And that shit came from me building. Just building, you know what I mean?
That's right. We gonna get into that, my G. Like early tapes like El Barrio, man. You know how you say El Barrio? El Barrio, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm from Spanish Harlem too, you know what I mean? El Barrio, you know what I mean? Started putting your name on the map in rotation and shit like that. What was the grind like back then putting that project together?
Shout out to my big bro Zah. He passed away. That's like, you know, that was my everything. That was my big bro. That was my, you know, like how you would probably look at Hov. That's my Hov, you know what I mean? But he ain't rap. And he was there for every step of that. He installed, you know, I'm a beast in me. Just kept, you know, feeding that energy to me and letting me know that I'm him. So, you know, me recording that project, I spent a lot of time with him. I'm still in the projects at that time. I'm just, you know, soaking everything up, enduring everything I'm going through. And yeah, bro, that's how that came. That's how that came about,
crazy.
You know?
That's crazy. You definitely built a career in the catalog independent, without major. You know what I mean? And I respect that you went straight from the ground up when you said, I did this thing different. Nobody did it like me.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I understand what that means. What how can you explain that to these guys? Like, you know what I mean? Not trying to get the major deal like everybody doing. Just knowing like I'm a bet on myself out the gate.
Right. I just understood that times was changing. And you know, now even a couple years ago, it was turning into a viral thing. You got to be viral. You got to be a certain kind of person to get to the next level. I just wanted to stick with my guns. I wanted to stick with what I know. I'm a student of the game. So the people who came before me is who, you know, I listen to and who I'm interested in. So, you know, it's 1%. There's like, it's 1% of us.
That's a fact.
It ain't too many. And I just stuck with that. And I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to change too much. Yeah, so y'all gonna rock with it or not.
That's a fact. Yeah. And you got classics like, records like Forever Do Me, Die Rich, connected with myself, the streets, everybody. I feel like those was breakthrough records. Like, what did you realize in your sound at that moment that it was resonating beyond Harlem?
Just when I started connecting with other people like the Lucci's and the Dirks and, you know, Wiz Khalifa, 2 Chainz, you know, these is like big names in the game. Right. And once I was able to connect with them, I understood like, oh nah, you know, they respect the nigga craft. You know what I mean? So this shit, it's bigger than ever. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. You definitely got a major connection. Cause shout out Lucci when he came home, man. I seen he came down to New York and I was moving around.
That's do a dinner for my bro. You know, he one of them ones who, you know how New York is. It's hard to push through in New York, and it always takes somebody from like out of town to come scoop somebody from the town and just, you know, show them other things and introduce you to their audience. And he was one of them early, you know what I mean? Just coming to my hood, shooting videos, supporting, so.
Yeah, like, was there a specific record, would you say, cosign or a moment? Like, you know what I mean? And anything that you felt like your name really rang in New York? Like, what was that moment the way you knew, like, oh shit, they fuck with me in New York?
See, I can't even really pinpoint a record because I always been like a body of work dude.
You go hard, my G.
Yeah. So I think that people just respected like, oh nah, you know, my grind more than a record. Like, and I love that about myself because, you know, sometimes you might be in a spot and you might want to get a DJ something to play, but you know everybody might not know it, but you had that crowd that be like, yo, you got me through this. You got me through that. Like, yo, you. So, yeah, I would just say my body's at work, not really a record, you know?
Because you put out records, my G. Like, I ain't gonna front. I know you probably sitting on 3,000 unreleased records in the computer at the crib.
Sure.
Like, yo, which one we going with next? Because You don't stop, my G. Every time I look, you got a new record, new video, and that's one thing I love about y'all new young niggas. Y'all don't take it. You don't need that whole production to get a video done. Y'all like, yo, I got my man. I'm fly. Set up. Let's shoot. We done. Put it out. Like that's dope, man. Like, what you think of the impact of that? Like being that aggressive. You think music has come to that point where you think you have to be every day? That consistent, you think that's necessary in music? Yeah,
I think it's necessary. I mean, it depends on what kind of artist you want to be. If you want to be viral, you record for that. But if you want to do what I'm doing and you don't want to skip them steps, you gotta be consistent. You gotta build that base. You gotta make sure people fuck with you, and you just gotta be solid. Cause people, I feel like nowadays people feel that shit though. Yeah. Like you can't cap your way through the game, man.
Hell no, man. It's too much real shit. Like I said, social media, Instagram, they looking at you.
For sure.
They know when the record cut off. Let's see what he really into. Yeah. They could go right to your socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and 100%. See whatever you into, and know he ain't really that. You know what I mean?
1000%.
So they can tell. You can't cap your way through this shit.
No way. No way. It ain't happening.
Like working with artists like Dave East, shout out my guy Dave East too, another Harlem general, you know what I mean? Yeah. Being a part of that Harlem conversation now, like, you know what I mean? Y'all I feel like the two newest faces that I see. I know they got the young guy Fergie coming up.
Yeah. Shout out to Fergie, baby.
Yeah, he doing
we
this
was just
thing.
Hooping the other day.
Like, you know what I mean? He moving. Like, and y'all all part of that conversation. Like, what does it feel like carrying that legacy from Harlem? Because, like I said, it's a lot of legendary shit came out of Harlem, bro.
Yeah. Now I feel amazing, you know, and no pressure. You know, like for me, I just feel like my position in that is just to keep it as solid as possible, you know. Keep the name firm. When you speak on me, I don't want nothing goofy coming behind it because of where I'm from. I'm representing that. I'm waving that flag. So, you know, I just want to make sure with me, when you speak on me, everything's sturdy, you know?
Like, a lot of artists today, right, they drop music. Like, I would say I put myself in the shoes. I ain't going to say nobody else. I put myself. I never took the time to focus and pinpoint and lock in who exactly my audience or fan base was. Like I said, there was no social media. It's like you put out music, people heard it, they showed up to the shows, they showed up to the in-stores. If not, that was it. I didn't have no other way to reach back out to them, lock them in. Now, like an artist like yourself, like you just said, man, you got your core fan base. You know what they like, how to cater to them, the merch they want, the records they want. How is that for a new artist even building that up? What advice would you give to another young artist that's trying to capitalize off his fan base?
I mean, I would say you gotta fuck with the people and learn the internet. You know, it gotta be a balance of both. I think some people just base their career off the internet, and you know, whatever I give the internet is what you get. But you gotta fuck with the people too. You gotta touch the people. People gotta know you solid so they can support you. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm big on that. I'm big on touching the people. You know, when I go to my parties and my shows, I try to, you know, get out to the crowd. I might walk to the bathroom, you know, on purpose. Might not even got to use the bathroom, but I just want to walk through, you know, see what's going on. See who really fuck with me. These people pay that money to come see you, so you know everybody won't get the opportunity to get backstage. You know? So if you could get out there and touch the people and, you know, fuck with them, they gonna fuck with you back. It's love out there.
I believe in that, man. Life outside the velvet rope. I believe
man.
in that.
For sure.
Like, I'm a firm believer. That's how I got a lot of connections. That's why, you know what I mean? I feel like you meet them people that really fuck with you, and you could tap into that culture, that city, that country, that state, wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? And you need those boots on the ground to tell you what the movement is in this certain part of the land.
Shit, though. You understand that, though. Like I said, like, shout out to my man 7 Streams. I went to go chop it up with him, you know, not too long ago, but he say this thing, it's the 1%. It's only 1% of us.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I just still sticking to the code and of not even no gangster code, because I don't even want, you know, I don't want to confuse the youngins. Like, yo, the code mean be a gangster. And it's just about being solid. You know, the morals, values, and principles, you know, showing up for yourself.
That ain't here. That's gone. A lot of these young niggas don't even care about morals and principles, man. They just think about fly. Let me get fly, let me get a bitch, and let me impress the homies. That's it. Ain't no morals, ain't no principles no more.
Man, that shit dead.
It's over. And I feel like they just need guidance, man, because the OGs want to be young niggas. A lot of them, not all of them. A lot of these OGs out here still want to be the young boys. It's like, you gotta, it's okay, man. It's
going
okay.
through that crisis, man.
You know what I mean?
Through that identity crisis.
They said we wouldn't get older. We here now. Accept it. Embrace it. Get that game back. And you know what I mean? I feel like if you're an OG sending young niggas down the wrong path, you ain't OG. You just a stupid old nigga.
Yeah, that's all you is.
Word up. Like, you just a stupid old nigga. Because if you been down them paths and you gonna send another nigga down them paths, knowing what it lead to, ain't nothing OG about that. It is. You just an old guy.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of that shit you're talking about, that's good that, we even touched on the subject because, when people tap into these podcasts, they need to hear this.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They need to get that game. A lot of people ain't giving that game. And, it's coming from somebody that's credible and been through it. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, I would never steer a young nigga down the path of no success or knowing it's only two results there. You know what I mean? There's no wins. There's only losses. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so much loss. Like, even in the street, bro. Like, it's a lot of successful niggas who put pain in the street, but I bet you ask any successful gangster, nigga who really live that life, I bet you the losses he took to be who he is, he'll give all that shit back to be normal and get all his homies back. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's real shit. Like, it's a lot of shit we go through niggas don't know, man. Like, fuck that. But yo, like, every independent artist hit moments where things, feel like they slow down. Like, you know what I mean? And it don't go as planned, like they panned out. Because you could put a plan on paper, execute it, and the results don't come out as you wanted them, as you hoped. You know what I mean? What's been the toughest stretch in the game, you say, for yourself?
I think like we was touching on earlier, just me sticking to my guns, and like times change, the game get younger, you know what I mean, and somebody might come through with a record when you feel like when you right there, when it's your time, somebody might come through with a record, and then all the attention shift that way, but that shit build tough skin. That's right. Going through that shit and you become who you are, so I feel like even when that happened, I'm still who I am. That's right. You know what I mean? I still wake up every day, get to the bag. I still got my fan base that I built over the years, and man, this shit ain't never stopping. This shit going up. You heard?
You gotta stay motivated. See, I could relate to that because I dealt with it. Sure. Remember, I was the first artist on Rockefeller. There was nobody else. Like, Sauce Money went and did his own thing. Jazzo went and did his own thing, and it was Jay, and it was me. And then here come Beanie Siegel. And everything changed. Right. I hated them niggas. Yeah. I hated them. But it was motivation to make me like, wait, I can't hate him to stay away and not work. I gotta learn why. Why he's so... I had to learn. So I went and studied with Siegel. I give him a lot of credit to the artist I became because I used the motivation of what he bought to fuel what I had. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I would never take that away. That nigga was super nice. So I know what you mean when an artist come with that record and it feel like everything shift that way. Yeah. But you still right here. Yeah. You can never lose motivation. All you could do is be inspired and keep come going back with your shit. You know what I mean?
You was in the field with dogs, man.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. That Jay and Beans, like, this shit is like,
you was in the field.
What I'm supposed to do, dog?
Yeah, man. And even everybody that came with Beans, like them Phillies.
Yeah, them niggas was animals, Chris. Neek, Free. Oh, Sparks. Niggas was animals. Them niggas was dogs, but that's what I mean. Like, when you hear Beans say, still sharp and still, that's a fact, bro. We was in that studio putting in pain, and if you didn't, it's sad to say, but real talk, if you didn't really put in that pressure, you didn't get no studio times. Remember, it was only 2 rooms in Baseline, A and B room. Jay had the A room all day. Okay. So we fought for that B room. And that B room, you couldn't be in there playing with bars. Right. You had to spit that shit or go play some pool.
Gladiator school.
Go play some pool, play some 2K, do something. Yeah. Next man up. Like, word up. Niggas did not play that going in there. You sitting in here 10 hours and can't think of nothing. Okay, well, go sit over there. You in there now. Yeah. Like, word. So, what's the vision right now for Neek Bucks? Both the artist and the brand.
Shit, man. Yo, look, like I said earlier, this shit bigger than ever, man. Like, right now, I'm in Allentown, PA. I I got a
No way.
Yeah, I got a juice bar. I just opened my studio, the Compound Studios out there.
In Allentown?
In Allentown,
Damn, that's what's up. I gotta come fuck with you, man. The Sands owe me some money.
Yeah, pull up. Nah, you gotta pull up. So look, I just opened up my studio in Allentown called the Compound. And they it's a 3-story building. Downstairs, I'm opening a juice bar. Yeah, I'm gonna announce my grand opening once I clear this last permit. You know what I mean? But so hopefully, if you ain't doing shit, you know, come through.
Yeah,
come fuck with me.
Pull up. Anytime, Allentown, right there. They got the low key airport straight to the Oka.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean? Niggas don't know, nigga. I gotta make moves, man. They got the low key airport. That's dope.
But that's just a little sign of what's next for me. Of course, you know, we putting the music out. The music go hand in hand.
You ain't stopping with that,
for sure. But you know, I'm just learning how to be a better hustler. You know, just the right way, the correct way.
You doing it? I can say out of a lot of the young artists, you one of the first I see showing you investing. Because I remember when you first posted, you bought a building. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's how you do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you do it, my G. Sure. That's the play to go. Like, real estate, it's 3 things that you are never losing in the world that's always needed. Food, real estate, clothing.
For sure.
There's 3 things people gonna need till the day they die.
Yeah.
So you get the right building, you serve the right recipe, you get the right clothing.
Yeah, you roll.
It's over.
I remember Kiss said in the song, like, Things I've Been Through. It's a song called Things I've Been Through. He said a line like, once they let you in, you're supposed to keep, though.
That's right.
I can't give you the formula. I'm on it, though. That line right there is stuck with me, you know? Once they let you in a little bit, once they give you the check, whatever they give you, you know what I mean? You're supposed to keep it after that.
That's a fact, man.
Yeah, that's just my motto, bro. Yeah.
So what would you say at this point in your career, what the game taught you about patience and timing?
Man, I see people come and go, you know, for real though. I see people come and go. So with that being said, you know, you stay patient, your time gonna come. Eventually, I see mad people time come. Whether it's late, whether it's early, your time gonna come. You just gotta be patient and be ready.
That's a fact.
Yeah, for real.
Projects like the El Barrio 3 joint, you know what I mean? That's the latest joint you said you dropped. That shows growth, you know what I mean? Perspective. What are you most focused on? What are you most focused on at this point in your career? Like, where you want the music to take you now?
You know, like, right now, I want the music to just, I could say it like this. Right now, the music probably like just a little hobby for me now. You know what I'm saying? It's still like business. I still love it. I still put my all into it, but my mind just so open to so many different things because, you know, social media just, you know, they introduce you to a lot, different ways to get to the bag, different ways to rebrand yourself.
That's right.
So, you know, I can't just fully be focused on one thing. You know, just as an entrepreneur, you never fully focused on one thing. So the music is just one of many things, you know, that I love to do and that I'm good at. New
York, like, where you rank New York hip hop right now, man, in the world? You know what I mean? You got, of course, Atlanta doing their thing. You got the West Coast been doing their thing. The South been Miami, the South, Atlanta. You got St. Louis. Everybody been putting pressure. Memphis right now.
Yeah.
Where you think New York at on that scale?
Man, shit, man. I say if it wasn't for niggas like me, like, this shit'd be finished. That's what I say. I'm respectfully though, you know what I mean? I just feel like, you know, this should change. These niggas turn into groupies, you know, like dick riders and shit like that. Nah, for real, I'm being honest though.
I ain't telling you to stop.
Yeah, real shit though. I just feel like, you know, the way this shit going, it ain't it. Niggas be divas, you know what I mean? Like,
that's a fact.
It ain't too many, bro.
I think
can't
the attitude come before the bag. These
days, I can't say too much good things about it, you know, like even like the OGs and shit, you know, they kind of stepping away from it and getting into podcasting. If you look at, you know, all the big dogs and shit.
Everybody, a lot of people. I went, Nori brought me into this shit. Niggas gassed me up to do this. Don't think.
Nah. You know that don't go for you.
Me, dog.
I wouldn't even sit down with you if I felt like that about you.
I'm fucking with you. But just for y'all niggas out there, I still a burn y'all niggas.
Yeah, not real shit though. But I just feel like, you know, like even the OGs kind of wash their hands with this shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's the politics of it while we did, not the love of the music. I just feel like me from a New York person, I think we lost our identity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of New Yorkers, I'd be like, he from no way.
Yeah.
No way he from, nigga. Like, where he from over here? Be like, fucking lying.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what I think it is. Like, we lost our identity. We fell in love with just one sound. And You know, the drill music, I love it. I fuck with all the drill shit.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit don't, you know, it don't fill up arenas.
Hell yeah. Yo, look, I got 1,000 little niggas from my block that do drill, right?
All day.
And I be telling them though, right? Like, see, I can't promote the shit, you feel me? Because that'd be me, you know, being a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I could do? I could pay for the studio though.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I could put y'all in there, but I'm not promoting that shit, but I pay for the studio.
Yeah, but
you get what I'm saying?
But why drill? Why listen?
That's what they know how to do. I just look at that shit like
I
you
like the
talent.
style. I like the style of the music, but why gotta be an actual crime? Like, why it just can't be? Yo, son spit a hot verse. Yeah. Why gotta be an actual move he did?
Yeah.
For it to be drill. That's what my own brain can't process.
Niggas
that of the young boys that. Like if I go in the crib right now, just write a rhyme over a drill beat, it's not drill unless I really did it.
So I'm saying, look, back in the days, right? Look, you saying niggas wasn't really rapping what they was.
No, we was selling drugs.
Yeah.
Right? When you hear me say blue tops, yellow tops, right. 34 Taj Mahals. Yeah. I took crackheads ID, the first and 50. That's all facts.
Right, real shit.
But you didn't have to say that for it to be considered rap.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. That was just me expressing my life. Today, I feel like if it's not a real crime, it's not drill.
Yeah.
If I ain't smoking on you in the pack for real, like you in the air, it's not drill. I just want to know why. Why nigga just can't make that hypothetical, he spinning, and he really never spun, and be lit.
Niggas ain't having that. These little niggas ain't having that. They got,
like,
nah.
He fake drill.
Yeah, niggas ain't having that.
It's no fake hip hop, unless you just don't know your, you know what I mean, the ancestry. Like you don't know the history of hip hop, and you just jump in this shit thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a bag real quick.
Right.
Then you faking it. But it's no way you're gonna learn how to rhyme to a beat, make, you know what I mean, poetry on paper and you consider it fake.
Right.
Like that shit just don't make sense to me.
Real
like
shit, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I feel like we losing our creativity. Like it has to be real, and for that to be real, we losing our artists. You niggas going to jail. The DA what's the latest record? Didn't this crime just happen? Like this shit just came up on my on my app. Citizens shit just popped up. And he rapped about it? Go get it.
That's everything right there.
Now we don't get another record, and now it's no more music.
Yeah, real shit.
So
I be telling them though. I tell them that shit all the time. That's my position in this shit now though. You know, it's to get a game. You know, niggas gonna listen to it or not, but I did my part.
But one thing about that, you a young boy, so it's like it's kind of hard to look another nigga the same age as you in the eye and give him game. Because
I did this shit early though.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting myself now. Back in the day, little Bleek, I'm in the stew. Beans or Freeway, anybody like, yo, you wildin', you shouldn't be going to the club like that, yo, you sure you should be doing. I be looking at niggas like, you don't get the fuck out my face, nigga.
Right.
But that's just natural, because you the same age of an older nigga. Say a nigga gonna be like, OG been through it.
Maybe.
Nah, back then.
Oh, okay.
Back then, no, you knew it wasn't no squares. That's the thing today, right? Everybody look alike. When I was a shorty, it were groups of people. There was the backpack kids that, you know what I mean, they hung out, did they skateboard thing, wild out doing, you know, on some breakdancing shit, doing that. You had the graffiti niggas who was on that spray can shit. You had the drug dealers. You had the niggas. It was a style that don't even exist no more. Ain't even no GQ niggas out here. Where they at? Because I wanted to be a GQ nigga back then, but my moms ain't had no bread to get the polo boots and shit, so I had to be a street nigga. I couldn't be GQ. But that's what I'm saying. You had dumb niggas, the fly pretty boy niggas. You had the basketball niggas. You had the rapping niggas. Then you had back in the days, for some reason, see, they don't exist in your era. You even had ninjas. It was a group of niggas that walked the fence, wore open-toe shoes, threw ninja stars. Nigga, I wanted to be a ninja too.
That's crazy.
We was outside, but it was groups of different shit. Now, everybody just blended in one pair of Kasubis on, some ants on. They can throw a fitted on. You don't know what he into.
Right. That's a fact.
This nigga be a painter, but he look like he trapping. Yo, straight
that's a fact,
up.
though. Everybody look the same.
So there is no identity anymore, I feel like. That's where we got to fix it. Like, it's cool to be cool. So when you giving this game to these young boys, I feel like they looking at you like you in the same position as me. For you to be a young boy, to give game to young boys, you got to stand on a block that's higher than the block they on.
Right.
You know, it's like preaching from the podium.
Yeah.
You know, you can't preach from eye level. They ain't gonna listen.
Yeah.
You gotta be higher. And the shit you doing, you see what you say? I'm opening up a juice bar. I bought a 4-story building.
Yeah.
And I got a building in Harlem. Like, that's how you lead.
Right.
By example, my nigga. Because a lot of niggas lead with this and they ain't never accomplished nothing.
That's a fact.
So to give out game and still have accomplishments, that's
a fact.
That's what these kids need to see. They need to see results. Because niggas will tell you a bunch of shit, but then it's like, all right, what did you do with this information you just gave me? Nigga, like, you still broke? Man, get out my face. You know what I'm saying? So when you say a lot of the OGs ain't giving, a lot of the OGs still trying to fix their mistakes.
Nah, real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't the 80s, like, niggas did their thing, but niggas thought that shit was gonna last forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't prepared for today.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And so everybody trying to find their way, and it's like, you just gotta identify what you want and what you are and get it. Like, that's my game to anybody. Old, young, fucking 80, 90. It's never too late to figure out your lane. And your lane is definitely this type of platform that I built. Like, I see it's weird hearing you talk the way you talk because it took me 20, 30 years to talk like that, bro. You talking like this already young. I was 45 when I got it, when I realized.
Right.
But I said it's never too late. You got it early. So, you know, you got a super head start, my nigga.
Nah, real shit. I ain't gonna lie, I nigga been through a lot early.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, word, I understand, like, you know, I got shot twice, bro.
Nah,
the most crucial places, though. Head in the chest. Niggas don't come back from those, you heard? Like, 2 separate times. So me just understanding, that's why I wake up every day and just chase this shit. You know, nigga technically ain't supposed to be here.
That's a fact.
But I'm here though, you heard? I'm a squash these niggas while I'm here, you heard?
That's a fact, shit, my nigga. You kidding me? Is a reason, man. Sure. So what the next level for you look like, man? Like after this, like what you think the next step for Buck is going, where you see yourself going next, man?
Man, just big dog status, bro. You know, everything just colossal. Everything big dog status. What I mean by that, you know, it's just expanding the brand, expanding the team.
That's right.
You know, putting other people on. You know, just helping. That's a real thing. You know, people got to help more out here. Ain't too much help.
Too much selfishness.
Too much selfishness,
man. Everybody
it's
for
really
self.
enough for everybody in this shit, though. You know, like, and you know, for the solid ones, not nobody who gonna do.
That's
no weird
thing.
Shit. And just understanding who people is, just loving people for who they are, because that shit get in the way. People might see a flaw in somebody and that be the end all be all, but nah, you gotta learn how to understand people and love them for who they are and shit.
Right.
That's
Work
how we
with
expand.
Them. That's right, man.
Sure.
Like, I ain't like, one thing Jeezy, I never forget, man. Nigga Jeezy said some shit, man. Nigga say, yo, Blizz, man, you know one thing about Atlanta niggas, man? On the outside, y'all niggas think we love each other. He said, yeah, when it come down to get that bag, you my man.
Right.
But once that record come on, go off,
fuck you.
we all looking at you like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Word.
But to get that bag, we gonna come together. And I remember looking at him like, nigga, in New York, hell no, nigga, like, I kill you and the bag. The fuck you talk about? So hearing you say that,
Nigga
man, that
be like,
make me
look,
think
New
of
York, nigga be like, yo, this shit wide open. The game wide open. How the game wide open? You got niggas like Fergie, baby. You got niggas like East. You got niggas like me. Push niggas through the door so we could bring more niggas through. But the game wide open, like y'all don't see niggas going crazy.
You know
niggas
what
putting
it is?
that work in. The game wide open.
I think it's the, you know, it's a thing niggas say, yo, the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
I think niggas rely too much on radio. When radio don't dictate the movements anymore.
Yeah.
Like, think about it, right? Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, all of them niggas, the whole Griselda. Them niggas on tour for 6 months, 3 months at a time. I never heard one record on the radio.
Right.
You know what I mean? Smoke Dizzle on tour. I never heard a record on the radio.
Right.
fucking what's my man, ROC Marciano.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas consider him the god of this shit.
Right.
Never heard a record on the radio. Like I literally, these people, I gotta go and type their name in and hear their music. Right. And it's like, okay, this that shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with that being said, bro, it's nobody in New York that's gonna push you through with you.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? There's no person that can do that shit. You know what's gonna do it? Consistency, what you're doing, and heat. Mm-hmm. That's undeniable, my nigga.
Nah, we understand that shit now. We had no choice, but basically what I'm trying to say is, why a nigga gotta go through all that if you got, you know what I mean? Look, say, for example, Harlem, niggas who got already in that position to, you know, just say he the guy, he the guy, he the guy. You push him through, he say the next, this the guy, this the guy. This shit should be you know what I mean? But unfortunately,
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
You know how this shit go.
A lot of niggas scared of their spot, bro. They don't want you to come in and take their spot, my nigga. It's people out here who actually say this shit. Like, I'm not helping niggas, then they take my spot. Then what I'm supposed to do? You know what you're supposed to do? Grow, nigga. The fuck you mean what I'm supposed to do? You gonna stay in the same spot forever?
For sure.
It gotta be the next man up and you move on to the next thing that's cooking or reinvent some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't fuck with those type of guys, bro. Like niggas who scared, who protect what they think they own. Because we don't own this shit, man. Success is not owned, my nigga. It's rented. And rent is due every day, my nigga.
Sure.
That's a fact. It's a tab on this shit every day. And the tab is no sleep. Birthdays missed. Celebrations and graduations and shit with your kids missed. Like, I enjoy more with my son now than I did when he was a kid. Why? I had to go on tour. I'll be back, little nigga. You want them bikes and shit? Or you want to eat sardines out the can?
Right.
So, that's what success costs, man. It costs you your life, man. Like, you got to really give your all of this shit to obtain it, for real.
For sure.
It ain't just, yo, let me go get successful and go back to the block and party with the homies. Fuck no. Nah. That's the B-roll.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
Or, like, you got any music you working on? Anything dropping soon?
Yeah, I'm about to drop something with me and Kaki Kai, you know, New York shit.
Another nigga moving out here.
We dropping that joint, then I'm gonna drop another joint with Lucci. I got shit in the bag. I got shit ready. Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I mean? I've been so busy on this fucking trying to get this building open. You know what I mean?
But and working out. I gotta get with these young niggas too, man. Ja fucked up. I ain't getting the gym with you when we was young, but I'm old now and the young niggas got their shit together, so I'm gonna fuck with them. These niggas be in the park on the block, and you know it's safe because we done needed a gun back in the day.
Yeah. Nah, that shit real out there, but you know, I want niggas to look out the window and say, yo, Bucks out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I love that shit, man. Y'all niggas be out there putting in pain. I be watching you doing this shit, Smith and Wesson doing this shit, then you'll see Jada Kids get up there and do some other shit.
Method Man.
Yeah, Meth was some different shit. Meth, Diesel, and a camera.
Yeah, man.
Like, what's going on out here? Niggas getting superpowers
shit going on out here, man. You know, it's a lot of bullshit, but it's a lot of good shit going on,
Hell yeah, man. It's a lot of niggas, man. That's why I did this platform, Buck, just for shit like that, because I feel like it's a lot of negativity out here on niggas, and it's like, I don't want niggas to interview you because you did some off the wall shit. You got caught with some chicken heads, or you clapped a nigga, or y'all jumped a nigga at the club, and now they want you on their platform.
Right.
That shouldn't deserve an interview for niggas like y'all.
That's a fact.
Just off the work you put in should be on. You should be invited to all these platforms to promote what you going on. It should have to be negativity for niggas to know who you is.
Definition of ROC Solid.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we here, my nigga. I love you, my nigga,
my
brother, nigga. You know what it is, man. It's fucking ROC Solid, and if you don't know who Neek Buck is, you better fucking tap in. El Barrio 1, 2, and 3 is out. I checked out 1 and 2. I didn't even know 3 was out, so you know I ain't capping. No flags on these plays. We tapping in, nigga. You know what it is, man. ROC Solid, man. Got the homie. Make sure you know what it is, and you lock in, man. Get with it, man. Young niggas taking over. Respect it. Old niggas move out the fucking way.